How does climate change impact cities like New York? Well, it's not a future hypothetical scenario. It's happening now, and the impacts are far from minor. We're talking about a city that is home to over 8 million people, a hub of global finance, culture, and technology, now finding itself at the front line in the fight against climate change. The enemy in this fight? Flooding. It's a word that might bring to mind images of overflowing rivers in rural areas, but the reality is that urban flooding, particularly in coastal cities like New York, is a growing problem. The cause? Rising sea levels, driven by climate change, and it's a problem that's not going away anytime soon. Speaking in numbers, New York City has seen a rise of nearly 1.5 feet in sea levels since 1900. That might not sound like much, but when you consider the city's dense population and infrastructure, the impact is significant. In fact, the National Climate Assessment predicts that under the worst-case scenario, New York could see an increase of up to 6 feet by the end of the century. These aren't just numbers on a page, they translate into real-world consequences. Flooding is now a frequent occurrence in parts of the city. In the past decade alone, the city has seen several major floods, including Hurricane Sandy in 2012, which caused an estimated $19 billion in damages. So, what have we learned today? First, climate change is not something that will happen in the future. It's happening now, and it's impacting cities like New York. Second, the threat of flooding is real, and it's growing. It's not just about water in the streets, it's about the impact on the city's infrastructure, economy, and the lives of its residents. Finally, this isn't just a New York problem. Cities around the world are facing similar challenges, and while the solutions won't be easy or cheap, the cost of inaction is far greater. The battle against climate change is a battle we all need to engage in, because it's not just about saving our cities, it's about preserving our future.